Hello friends. So in this video we study about it is Cauchy's theorem, or it is also called as Cauchy's integral theorem. So the question asked in example as it is state and prove Cauchy's theorem or state and prove Cauchy's integral theorem. The question asked. So what is the statement? If fz is analytic at all points inside and on a simple closed curve C, then integral over C fz dz equal to 0. So your given function fz is analytic, means fz, let us consider fz equal to u plus iv, then integral over c fz dz is nothing but integral c u plus iv dx plus I dy. The dz is nothing but dx plus I dy and fz is u plus iv, we have written. So therefore integral c fz dz is nothing but u dx minus v dy, that is I into iv into I dy, I square is minus 1 v dy plus, now I into bracket, this is first term and this is first term, I into bracket v dx plus this term, that is u into bracket u into dy. Consider this is equation 1. Now we know that is by Green's theorem integral over c m dx plus n dy is nothing but double integral over the region R dou n by dou x minus dou m by dou y dx dy. So applying this theorem to equation 1, we have that is integral over c fz dz equal to, so here let's consider this is m dx and n dy. So by this one double integral R dou n by dou x means minus dou v by dou x minus this is m means u here, that is minus dou u by dou y is dx dy plus I into bracket dou u by dou x, here this is dou u by dou x minus this dou v by dou y dx dy, that is equation 2. Consider this equation 2. Now by CR equations, since fz is analytic, so by CR equations dou u by dou x equal to dou v by dou y and dou v by dou x equal to minus dou u by dou y. So substituting these values in equation 2, so equation 2 becomes that is integral c fz dz equal to double integral of the region R, that is minus dou v by dou x, we keep as it is, minus dou u by dou y, I write this as dou v by dou x into dx dx plus I into bracket double integral region R dou u by dou x means dou v by dou y, that is dou v by dou y minus dou v by dou y as it is dx dy. So the term cancel each other, that is sign change, addition subtraction get cancelled, so that should be 0. So therefore integral over c fz dz equal to 0 and hence the proof. So this is the most important theorem, you have to practice this one. Next, corollary. If C1 and C2 are two simple closed curves such that C2 lies entirely within C1 and if fz is analytic on C1 comma C2 and in the region bounded by C1 comma C2, then integral over C1 fz dz equal to integral of C2 fz dz. You have to remember this note only, because this one we apply in Cauchy's integral formula. Now see examples on this theorem. Verify Cauchy's theorem for the function fz equal to z square, where c is the square having vertices 0 0 1 0 comma 1 comma 1 and 0 comma 1. So here c is the square, that is OABC, and we have by Cauchy's theorem that is integral c fz dz equal to 0. Here this entire c comes and here this is that is sum of the integrals come, that is we have to show that here integral over OA z square dz means OA, OB, BC and CO. Up to here we get the entire, that is C, means C1, C2, C3, C4, that is parts comes. So therefore we show that integral over OA z square dz plus integral over AB z square dz plus integral over BC z square dz plus integral over CO z square dz equal to 0. So here z square dz is nothing but x plus iy dx plus I dy. Now along the line OA y equal to 0, so this implies that dy equal to 0 and x lies between 0 to 1, so therefore z square dz should be x square dx, and so integrating OA z square dz we get that is integral 0 to 1 x square dx, that comes x cube by 3, 0 to 1 range, that is equal to 1 by 3 comes. Consider this is equation 2. Now along AB x equal to 1, so here along this is AB, that is A to B x equal to here 1, so dx should be 0 and y lies between 0 to 1, so therefore z square dx is nothing but x 1 minus y square plus 2 iy I into dy, that is equal to I into bracket 1 plus iy whole square dy. So integral over AB z square dz, that comes 0 to 1 I into bracket 1 plus iy whole square dy, and integrating we get with respect to y, so we get the value should be, that is minus 1 plus 2i by 3. Consider this equation 3. Now along BC means which is parallel to x axis, along BC again y equal to 1, so dy is 0 and x varies from 1 to 0, that is right to left comes. So z square dz equal to, that comes x plus I whole square into bracket dx plus I dy, because y is equal to 1, so this implies that it is x plus I whole square dx. So therefore integral BC z square dz equal to 1 to 0 x square plus 2ix minus 1 dx, so integrating this one with respect to x between the range 1 to 0, we get the value should be 2 by 3 minus I. Consider equation 4. Now along CO x equal to 0, so dx equal to 0 and y varies from 1 to 0, therefore z square dz it comes, that is x 0 means iy square I dy, that is minus iy square dy. So integrating between the range 1 to 0, we get the value should be I by 3. Now adding equations 2, 3, 4 and 5, that is not something, we add this one because we have to prove this sum should be 0. So integral over OA z square dz plus integral AB z square dz plus integral BC z square dz plus integral over CO z square dz, that is value should be 1 by 3 from equation 2 plus minus 1 plus 2 by 3 from equation 3 plus 2 by 3 minus I from equation 4 plus I by 3 from equation 5. So this value should be 0, thus integral C z square dz is 0, hence Cauchy's theorem is verified. Next example is verify Cauchy's theorem for the function f z equal to z e raised to minus z over the unit circle with origin as the center. So here we have to show that integral over c z e raised to minus z dz equal to 0. This is by Cauchy's theorem, where c is the circle with mod z equal to 1, because origin is 0 means a should be 0 here and r is 1. Let z equal to e raised to I theta, and theta varies from 0 to 2 pi. So therefore dz equal to comes, that is I e raised to I theta d theta. So therefore integral c z e raised to minus z dz, that is nothing but integral over 0 to 2 pi e raised to I theta into e raised to minus e raised to I theta into dz is I e raised to I theta d theta, that is equal to I constant taken outside 0 to 2 pi e raised to 2 I theta e raised to minus e raised to I theta d theta. Put e raised to I theta equal to t. This is solved by substitution method. So take a substitution as put e raised to I theta equal to t. So therefore I e raised to I theta d theta equal to dt, or d theta comes dt by it. Now when theta equal to 0, t equal to 1 and theta equal to 2 pi, t equal to, that is e raised to 2 pi is nothing but cos 2 pi plus I sin 2 pi, that is equal to 1. So therefore integral of c z e raised to minus z dz is nothing but t equal to 1 to 1 t square e raised to minus t dt by it, and this value should be 0 because here the range should be same, that is 1 to 1 range should be same, so value comes 0. Thus integral of c z e raised to minus z dz equal to 0, hence Cauchy's theorem is verified. Next example, verify Cauchy's theorem for integral c 1 by z dz, where c is the triangle with the vertices 1, 2, 3, 2 and 1, 4. So here figure is as shown below. Let C be the triangle, that is ABC. We have by Cauchy's theorem integral c of z dz equal to 0. So we have to show that integral over AB 1 by z dz plus integral BC 1 by z dz plus integral over CA 1 by z dz equal to 0. Now along AB y equal to 2, so this implies dy equal to 0 and x varies from 1 to 3. That is along this AB, this is y means here 2 value, this is the same throughout, and x varies from 1 to 3. So therefore 1 by z dz it comes, that is 1 by x plus iy dx plus I dy, dy is 0 means that comes 1 by x plus y is 2y dx. So integrating with respect to x between the limits 1 to 3, we have integration of 1 by x plus 2y comes log of x plus 2y between the range 1 to 3. So we get a value log of 3 plus 2y minus log of 1 plus 2y. Consider this is equation 1. Now along BC we take the equation of line joining 3, 2 and 1, 4 is again by applying that is 2 point form. So we get y minus 2 by x minus 3 equal to 4 minus 2 by 1 minus 3, that is y2 minus y1 by x2 minus x1, so that is minus 1. So therefore y minus 2 equal to minus x plus 3 or y equal to minus x plus 5. So y equal to minus x plus 5 means dy equal to minus dx, and here y varies from 3 to 1. Sorry, we take substitute y value means x varies from 3 to 1. So therefore BC is 1 by z dz integral over 3 to 1 by x plus I into bracket y value should be minus x plus y dx minus I dx. So here dx from this one take dx outside, so remaining 1 minus I dx, take 1 minus I outside. So integration of this term should be, that is log of x into bracket 1 minus I plus 5y, this is a constant, that is log of x plus b integration 1 by ax plus b is equal to log of x plus b formula. We apply that formula. So coefficient of x is 1 minus I, so this 1 minus I and 1 minus I get cancelled. So between the range 3 to 1 we get the value, that is log of 1 plus 4i minus log of 3 plus 2y. Consider this is equation 2. Now along CA x equal to 1, so dx is 0 and y varies from 4 to 2. So therefore CA equal to 1 by z dz, that is 4 to 2 1 by 1 plus iy I dy. So I take outside integration of 1 by 1 plus iy is log of 1 plus iy by I over the range 4 to 2. I get cancelled, so log of 1 plus iy 4 to 2, so we get the value log of 1 plus 2i minus log of 1 plus 4i, equation 3. Now adding equation 1, 2 and 3, so we have integral over AB 1 by z dz plus integral over BC 1 by z dz plus integral over CA 1 by z dz is equal to, from equation 1, that is log 3 plus 2i minus log 1 plus 2i plus log 1 plus 4i minus log 3 plus 2i plus log 1 plus 2i minus log 1 plus 4i. So all the terms cancel each other, so we get the value should be 0 and LHS should be integral c of z dz. Hence Cauchy's theorem is verified, and hence the solution. Thank you.